motherfuckers was serving Cristal on the plane, and fucking he didn't want to sit down. He didn't want to sit down, and he wanted to fly the plane. No, straight up. The pilot was like, "We're gonna turn around and go back to America if you guys don't sit down." And his whole thing is, "I paid for this motherfucker. I want to fly." And everybody was on.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. They say consistency is the key. Good morning. Good morning. Consistency is the key, they say. And I ain't been very consistent on what I've been trying to do. Wake and bake. Good morning to everybody. I'm just rambling about the things that I see every day and what I go through. And today, we're going to talk about a lot. But of course, y'all know when I come through, I have to be a little bit inebriated to be happy. So, wake and bake. Good morning, everybody. I got to be consistent with this. First off, I want to shout out to my partner, LLEJ Damon Smith, for the girl. Shout out to EJ for the girl. But wake and bake. Good morning. Got my coffee. Got my blunt. We could talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. Me, I can talk about a lot of shit. But I can tell a story. One story I feel like telling. Okay. We're going to talk about something that I never talk about. And I'm going to tell this story. Now, if you paying attention, I ain't going to tell this story no more. Okay, so I'm a freshman in high school. I'm a freshman at Sumner High School, to be correct. Sumner Bulldogs, go Rule. So, this particular morning, my stepfather was a big drug dealer on the west side of St. Louis. And on this particular morning, he had been at the gambling house all night. And when he was at the gambling house, good morning, Facebook users. I can't see who you is. You gotta be on YouTube. So, where was I at? Okay, so my stepfather was a big drug dealer. And he had been at the gambling house all night. He had lost maybe about 20 bands. So he usually dropped us off at school every morning. I can't say what's the uncle name. The uncle, who is the uncle? So anyway, so I had this, my stepdad. So he at the gambling house. He done lost 10 bands. Now this is the early 90s, so this 10 bands, this is a lot of money. So he decides he out all night. So while he out all night, my mom up all night handling his business. So she up all night handling his business. Of course, me and my sister sleep. So we get up the next day. My mom called him before we get up, right? She studied calling him, right? He ain't answered because he trying to get his money back. Now, prior to us waking up at probably about 4 or 5 in the morning, he came back to get another 10 bands to go win his money back. some way, somehow, everybody knew my stepdad. Some way, somehow, these guys see him lose his money and come back with some money. So they figured, Dad, this nigga got a lot of money, which he did. He had about 20, 30 bands left at the crib. So we decided to, my mama called him to take us to school. He takes us to school every morning, drop me off, give me lunch money, drop my sister off, your lunch money. So at this particular time, we wake up. My mama had been up all night. So since she was up all night, she was tired when we got up. Now, mind you, my mama is, at this time, probably maybe about 4 months pregnant with my little sister Monique. So I get up. I'm the oldest. I'm a freshman. She like, well, mama been up all night. Your stepdad answered the phone, so you go get on the bus. You go walk your sister to school, then you get on the bus and go to school. She passes some money. She passed $20 a piece, and we gone on go. I ain't thinking nothing of it. It's a normal day, y'all. It's really normal to me. So I go to school. I walk my sister to King Middle. She was going to King Middle, and I was going to Sumner. I went on to Sumner. Now, this whole day had been really, really eerie to me. It was really, really like feeling funny to me. Even in school, I had been acting out of character all day. I had even got a write-up, and I had never got a write-up in school. So I got a write-up. So I've been acting character. So I'm in my 6th period classes. My 5th period class was something, but my 6th period class was gym. For some strange reason, while I'm in gym, I can't, you can't hear them calling you over the intercom. They study calling me over the intercom. Nobody hears this. So when I get to my 6th period class, which was, I don't know what it was Spanish or something. By the time I get to my 6th period class, they coming, try to get me out of class, ushering me, right? Like telling me to report to the officers in emergency. I'm thinking I'm in trouble from the write-up earlier, right? Like they done called one of my peoples, right? My mom or somebody, or one of my aunties, because it's going to be my auntie that's going to show up. Both my aunties going to show up. One of them going to show up. So I'm thinking I'm in trouble. So they get me out of class. Somebody come get me from class. One of the people come get me, one administrator come get me from class and walk me to the teachers, walking me to the front of Sumner. So I'm walking to the front of Sumner. I'm thinking the whole time as a kid, I'm thinking I'm in trouble. As I'm walking up, I see my Uncle Pee Wee, God rest his soul, and I think it's my cousin Greg and my cousin Michael. Or I see my auntie. But as I'm walking up, it don't seem right. Something don't seem right. Why the hell is they up? As I'm coming down the hallway. They at the front of the school. I'm coming down the hallway. I'm like, something don't seem right. Why the hell is all of them up here? So as I'm getting closer and closer, my uncle tried to meet me. My cousin tried to meet me. But they tried to hug me. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. This ain't right. So I get up, my auntie, she got some tears in her eyes. Man, I'm thinking to myself, y'all, man, I didn't do nothing that bad. I ain't do nothing but go off on some, whatever I did. I forgot what I did. It was something. That's out of character. So I decides to, so as they grabbing me and ushering me, They all hugging me as I'm going out as we're going out the door, but they're taking me out the door. We never stop walking. They hug me. Ooh, up. So we get in the car. We get in the car. They sit me in the middle. I don't know who. I know somebody on this side, somebody on this side, somebody in the front, but my auntie driving. So my auntie driving. My auntie driving. So we driving. Ain't nobody said nothing. Everybody all somber and shit. So they say, nephew, your mama got shot. I don't know what to say. Now, it took me, I grew up with my mama, so I know she done been shot before. So I ain't thinking nothing of it. I'm like, okay, what you crying for? She done got shot. Okay, cool. She got shot in the shoulder before. I ain't tripping. My mama was out there. She used to be out in them streets. She had 8 brothers. You know she was out in them streets. She was the 8th and the oldest girl, so you know she was out with her brothers. So I'm like, what y'all crying for? She done been shot before. What y'all all tripping for? So we at Sumner. And anybody that knows Sumner, you know that it's close to it's in the vicinity. It's on the same side as the hospital, west side. So we on our way to the hospital. Now, the last time my mama got shot, it wasn't all this fan first. So I'm like, that, okay, what's the problem? It started to resonate with me, y'all. So I decided to. Anyway, I'm getting off track. Anyway, good morning, everybody. So we driving. They crying. I'm just sitting there like, what's the big deal? She done been shot before. So we on our way to regional. Anybody in the old school know regional hospital. So we on our way to regional. We get to, as we pulling up at the regional, I see all my family standing outside. I see my grandmama, I see my granddaddy, I see my cousins, I see everybody standing outside. I don't even remember seeing my sister. I don't remember. So as we get to pulling up, it's an ambulance coming up. I don't know how this happened. Don't ask me. I don't know how I beat my mama to the hospital. Don't ask me. But by the time I got to the hospital, the ambulance was pulling up. They pulled my mama off the thing. Nobody told me where she got shot, how many times she got shot. Nobody says nothing. They just say she got shot. They pulled my mama off the ambulance. Yeah. I don't know why. But as they pull off the thing, it's like a movie, y'all. Man, Lord. It's like a movie to me. They pulled my mama off this mug, and I see my mama, y'all, with blood all in her hair, but I see this big ass hole on the side of her head. Now, hold on now. Check this out now, y'all. We talking about my mama. She got a massive hole in the side of her head. So they wheel on in. Now I'm stunned. I'm stunned, y'all. I don't know what to say. So this all a blur right now, y'all. Hold on. I'm trying to get the facts straight and get everything in the line because at that moment, I'm a freshman. I'm like a 14-year-old kid that's seeing the one person that they love, that know they got their back, that they've been through they life every step of the moment. I see her with a big ass hole in her head. And I'm like, at that moment, all my innocence, all my childhood, all my emotions, all my feelings, that was the very moment that changed my life. Oh man, this story get crazy, y'all. Let me really get to it. So I can't. So let me get into the situation, right? So now it's in my head, I gotta be the big brother for my sister. So they finally say, well, you can they finally get not stable, but she in ICU. This is like my best friend. So everybody started making decisions for me. Everybody started making decisions for me instantly. Nobody asked me what I wanted, what I was saying, what I was saying. Nobody asked me anything. They just started making decisions. I'm 14. I'm rational. I'm probably the smartest person in my family, so they know I'm rational. Nobody asked me how I felt. Nobody asked me nothing. They basically just started making decisions for me. So I'm going to tell y'all the things that made me feel. Now on top of this, now I'm a 14-year-old kid dealing with my mama done been shot 4 times. She done been shot twice in the head, once in the face, and if I'm not mistaken, somewhere on her body. So I'm lost. I'm around family, but I'm lost. Nobody hugged me. Nobody said, come here. Nobody talked to me. Nobody asked me shit. They just started doing things for me. So at this time, we were finna move off the west to the south side. We were preparing to move. So I go back. So let me get, all right, so it's like maybe a week. They make the decision that it's time for me to go back to school, us to go back to school. I'm going to tell you how kids can be so cruel. I didn't even know the full story. And I was the one it was happening to. I didn't know the full story yet. When I got back to Sumner, them kids had, man, there was so many rumors about what happened to my mama. When I say, man, I was hearing all kind of rumors, all people were asking me shit that I couldn't even believe. So it go on all day. Everybody giving me, everybody, I appreciate everybody for the pity, but I don't like the self-pity thing. And the whole school, it felt like the whole school was, I was a freshman. I was unknown at this point. Nobody knows. I'm just some stupid little kid. So now everybody attention on me. And I'm talking about this summer day. This is when Sanchez and Freddie and they went in back-to-back state titles and Coach Walls and this was Torrey and them. This was summer. This was the Bulldog era. So forget all that. They forgot about all that. The focus was on me. And if you've ever been in a situation where you've had negative focus on you, try having everybody look at you under a microscope and like, it ain't even got, I didn't know what to say, y'all. Man, I had my friends tell me what I heard. So I had to get up. I got tired of hearing it all day. Everybody patting me on my back. Everybody self-pity. Even the teachers, the administrators, man, everybody, they did a great job of showing me that people care. And they didn't even know me. But I took it as, I just wanted it all to go away. I just wanted y'all to leave me. I just wanted them to leave me alone. So don't get me wrong. They were supportive. It wasn't a bad thing that people actually cared. I just wanted to be left alone about the situation, about all the questions. So it go on all day, and I get to sixth period. I'm a freshman. I'm still a kid. I had to stand up in front of my history class. I don't know which history class it was, or whatever it was. And shout out to Mr. Howe. Mr. Howe asked me, Mr. Wilder, you good? Everything okay? Yes, sir. You need to talk? Yeah. So I get up in front of the class and I tell them I don't know the details. But what I do know is I just want to be left alone about it. I done heard so many rumors and so many different crazy stories about what happened. Shit, hell, I don't even know what's true, and I'm in the situation. So all my classmates, they were great. I didn't even know half them people, and they respected that. I went back maybe about a couple days, not even a week after my mama gets shot. No, maybe two weeks, because I'm not in Sumner that long after this. Dorsey get killed, everybody crying. The BOD Dorsey get killed. Everybody has something all in their feelings. I'm not. So I get into it with this dude. I wind up hanging in my third floor window. I get put out from Sumner. So now I'm a 14-year-old kid. My mama been shot. I know I got PTSD from seeing them two holes in her head. And now, mind you, up until this point, up until I got put out of Sumner, I had never been suspended. I don't even think I've never missed a day, and I was a straight A student. So I'm a straight A student. So I decided to so we are y'all cool? Y'all can ask questions, whatever y'all want to ask me. So I'm mad at my stepfather because I felt like he should have been there. My mama in ICU, and my family making all these decisions. So I was having a conversation with my cousin the other day. I mean, well, one of these times I came back and visited my cousin Keita. Shout out to her. Happy belated birthday. Birthday was yesterday. Shout out to my cousin. I love you. And she told me she felt like the day she lost me. Now I'm staying with my auntie, me and my sister. We stay with my cousin Keita. Shout out to my auntie now because they held me down. Yeah. Shout out to my whole family. They held me down. So my aunt calls. Not my mama's sister, but my grandmama's sister. She called the hospital. Now, this is where I learned this at. I'm 14, so I don't know nothing about none of this yet. Anytime a person is a victim of a crime and there are no suspects in custody, if they're in the hospital, they automatically go into blackout. Meaning, if you call and ask for them, they're going to tell you that they dead. They died. Surgery, something. They're going to say they did. They're going to say they're not there. Only close to the immediate family would know where that person's at. So my auntie called. She like 65, y'all, 70. My Aunt Mag, Lord rest her soul. I love you, baby. So she called to check up on her niece. The hospital tell her, which is procedure, oh no, Miss Wilder passed away in surgery. Nobody knows this. Nobody knows about the blackout thing. My family ain't no victim. No, we not no victims. We ain't never been no victims, so we don't know nothing about that. We always was the motherfuckers doing the victimizing. So we don't know nothing about the other side. So this is the first time we on the other side. So we don't know about this blackout thing. So my aunt called the house and says, they say she died in surgery. So I'm playing the game. Me and my sister, my cousin playing the game, playing it to no Mario Bros. And I just heard everybody crying, bawling. I'm talking about sister, cook, everybody in the house crying. So everybody in the house crying. I did not share one tear. I was the only one not crying. From that moment of seeing them two holes in my mama's head, at that moment I checked out. Y'all, let me tell you, and I'm telling y'all my true feelings. My mama was laying up in the hospital bed, fighting for her life. I didn't have no pity. I didn't have no sorrow towards her. Do y'all know, man, I was angry at my mama. I was mad at her, y'all. At her, I was mad. Like, if you could ever realize of seeing your superhero. This she was my superhero. Yeah, that she was. Yeah, she was my superhero. She truly was my superhero. To see your superhero fighting for their life. So I was so mad at her. How the, in my eyes, y'all, excuse my French, how the fuck you let somebody get up on you to do that to you? Like, I was mad at her for letting the motherfucker get up on her, y'all. I was mad at her for almost letting the motherfucker almost take her out of her. She fighting for her life, but I'm mad at her. So these situations kept building, the anger kept building up. Second thing is, I can't see her. I don't know if the decision was met. It wasn't. They never asked me. They never involved me in those choices. My grandmother, and they told her she could choose two people. I don't know who made the decisions. They told her she could choose two people. She chose my grandmother and my stepdad. When I say that sent me through the roof, you didn't choose your oldest boy. I wouldn't give a fuck about who else was on the list. You didn't choose me, and I know she didn't make the choice because she was incapacitated, so they made the choice for me. So wait a minute, let me get this straight. If something happened to my mama, nobody is going to let me see her, be around her, or touch her for the last time, or have a conversation with her. Y'all just decided, oh, this is who's gonna go see him. Boy, I was angry. When I say that anger came out in ways that you wouldn't believe, where y'all see it, y'all know. I was mad at everybody that took the choice out of my hand. That go for grandmamas, that go for aunties, that go for anybody that made that decision for me. From that moment on, I told myself that I would never let nobody take a decision away from me where I can control the situation. So that's where the control comes in. That situation molded me to where I would not let anybody take that decision away from me. Not no decision like that, a life-altering decision. Yeah. I know that they were probably protecting me because I was so young or whatever the case may be. So they made the choice. So now I say my mama got shot 4 times. She got shot twice in the head, close range. Oh, let me go back to the story. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little bit far. Let me tell y'all the actual story. The story that everybody wants to know what happened. So I said my stepfather was at the gambling house. They seen, these two guys seen my stepfather running, lose 10 bands and come back with another 10 bands. So while he go back to this gambling house second time, right after we leave, they come to the house. So it's maybe about 8 o'clock in the morning. Just 8:30 in the morning. So I ain't want to hear nobody's story but my mama's story. And my mama don't like to talk about it. I don't think me and her never really, we had bits and pieces of conversations over the years, but me and my mama have never really fully talked about it. So they come to the house. I told y'all my mama had been up all night, and she's 4 months pregnant. And when I say my stepfather was a big drug dealer, he was a heavy drug dealer. Like, this was all night traffic. Now, I know y'all talking, everybody saying never sell drugs where you lay your head and all this shit. You're right. Okay, all right, whatever. I was 14, I ain't nothing to do this. So, they ring the doorbell. My mama already, my mama had been asleep because I could tell she had been up all night, because as soon as she gave us the money, damn, mom, you look tired. She put her head under the cover as we walked out because she was tired. She was asleep. She got us ready, got on, and went on to sleep. She was laying there. She heard the doorbell. We was in an upstairs apartment. I think it's 5880 page. They done told us, if I'm not mistaken, they didn't tear that building down. It's the last building, 4-family flat that they done painted them little murals on of black people on Page and Clarity. So they ring the doorbell. She go to now, you walk up the steps, it's a balcony, well, it's a little ledge, and then it's the hallway, and then it's the front room, a little whatever room, me and my sister room, and then you got to go all the way around the hallway, go around the little curving hallway to get to the bathroom, the kitchen, my room, and my mama's room. So she in her room, she come around the corner, she go down the steps. All the drugs she sells, she just grabbing them off the ledge. She done put some on the ledge. But she also got a 357 Magnum. She got a 357 Magnum, and she got it. She heard the door. She get up. She grab the gun. She go to the door. She got the gun at the door. She let him in. They tell them, 2 dudes tell my mama what they want. But they say, can we get some weed too? Mom said, all right, God damn. So she got what they want right there in her hand. But as soon as they said the weed, she left it back this way in the room. So she walks up the steps. She know these 2 people. Now, I'm telling y'all, we've never been the victim of anything. We always the victimizer. So for that one split second, she let her guard down. And she's tired. She's been up all night. This is not what she do. This is out of the ordinary night. This nigga would have never left her all night like that. So she walk up the steps, lapse of judgment. She puts the 357 down on the ledge with the rest of the drugs. She walks to the back. By the time she come back with the weed, they done came up the steps. They up the steps with the gun in their hand. Hold on, y'all. I might get a little emotional while I talk about this part. It's coming from my mama. This ain't coming from nobody else. It's coming from my mama. It's from what she can remember. I ain't listening to no stories. I ain't telling no rumors. This is coming straight from the horse's mouth. The other 2 people that can tell the story, not her to tell the story no more. So She coming back from the room. She look. One of the dudes got 357 in their hand. He say, point the gun at her and say, where the money at, bitch? She tell them, man, quit fucking playing with me. So the dude instantly hit her with the gun. So when he hit her with the gun, she instantly fall down. The other dude running me and my sister room, grabbed one of them metal coat hangers. YouTube, this is, if it's a little too graphic, I'm trying to dumb it down. Grab one of the coat hangers, metal coat hangers, undo it, put it around her neck. Boom. They at the front of the house. They're in that hallway as we going out, so they're in the middle. So for them to do what they doing, they go away from the front door. So they drag around the curve to back to the room and back to my room and her room and stuff. So in the back of the house, it's away from the front door. Dude say, so now one dude choking her, the other dude standing over, right over with a 357. Now we talking a 357 Magnum. He got 4 bullets in it. Hold on, y'all. My mama say, he say, bitch, where the money? And I ain't playing. She say, she said, man, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. She said, boom, the first shot go off in her head. At this point, her adrenaline kick in. Bitch, I'm not playing. Where the money at? Stood over again. Boom! Shot her. I don't know where the second shot go, but it's somewhere in her. They go in her shoulder or something, I'm not sure. He say, bitch, you think I'm playing? Bitch, woo. Next shot. Boom! It missed. It hit her, it go right by her. Now this is the shot, the next shot that I'm finna tell y'all about is the shot that changed my life. Because this is the shot that causes the hole in the head. So she's struggling, dude still holding her. And he said, bitch, I'll kill you. She said, man, you gonna have to kill me. I don't know what you're talking about. She talking. Dude, standing over, shoot the final shot. As he's shooting the final shot, my mama she shook from the first 2 shots. She put her hand up and turned her head. When she put her hand up and turned her head, the bullet went through her hand, right here in her head, and shattered her cheekbone. Right here in her head and shattered her cheekbone. That's the bullet. That's the one I saw. They mama played dead. Mama unconscious. So they think she dead. Pool of blood. They rumble through the house. They don't find no money. They get the little drugs. They get woo up. And they go out the back door. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. So they go out the back. They go out the back door. So my mama laying her. Maybe 10, 15 minutes later, she wake up. She in shock, but she jump up. Now adrenaline kicking in. Let me tell you, mama say, motherfucker, my mama. She one of the strongest ladies I know. So instead of my mama calling the police, calling the ambulance, she didn't even call for help. Let me tell you what my mama did. She got up, y'all, grabbed a mop, and started stumbling. You could, as we, when I take whatever, but she started stumbling. We got white walls. She started stumbling up to the front of the house. You could tell because she could see the blood on the walls, and she was putting her arm on the walls. She coming up the front. She got a mop in her hand, and all my mama thinking about is, I gotta clean up. I don't want my kids to see all this blood because we gonna be the first ones there. She thinking about us at her last, because this could be her last moment. She thinking about cleaning up the fucking house. No ambulance, no people, no nothing. She thinking about her kids. So she's standing up there mopping the stuff up, right? My uncle, God rest his soul, my cousin Michi dad. God rest his soul, my uncle. He just passed away a couple months ago, so God rest his soul. Now, I mind y'all, my mama 4 months pregnant with my little sister Monica. 4 months. She cleaning up the blood. She mopping. My uncle stopped through there. Something told him to stop. She's standing at the top of the stairs, mopping her own blood up. She tell he knock on the door, ring the doorbell, whatever, and she tell him come in. 2 357 bullets in her head, cheekbone shattered, shoulder fucked up, and she mopping up for her kids, and she's standing at the top of the step, like a little bit back, but the lights off. But it's during the daytime, sun shining, but the lights off. It's like February, so it's cold. And my uncle opened the door. Dad, what you doing? Why all the lights off? Turn the light on, see all the blood. And my uncle saved my mama's life. Her brother saved her life. Yeah. So, and then you know how God is rewarding the same life that he saved, which was my mom's, my little sister's. God rewarded him by, my mama had my little sister on his birthday. So Monique and him are connected forever with that situation and with the birthday thing. God good. So that's how we get to the, it's a long story, but that's how we get to the gist of it. I've never really talked about it in full, but the things you see as a kid can damage you. And seeing them holes in the head, well, they're whole, and them taking the power away from me. Well, not even the power, just making a good decision, because I don't know what it did. I don't know how it would affect me, but I would have loved for it to affect me, because if I couldn't see, if I wouldn't have been able to see my mama after that, I don't know what I would have did. So now, after this happened, I ain't hear from mom. I couldn't see my mama for 3 months. She was in ICU. No, she was in ICU. Let me tell you, this is how strong lady was. She was in ICU for maybe a month. Then they moved her to a regular hospital. My mama was at home in 60 days. Physical therapy, and she was at home in 60 days from the time it happened. I'll say, okay, so the time come after the 60 days. I mean, after 30 days, the time come for me to see my mama when they move into a regular bedroom. I don't want to see her. I know that's fucked up, y'all. I know that's fucked up. I know that's fucked up. But I don't want to see her. I'm so angry at this point that I don't even care. Don't even want to see her. I'm fucked up by this. And it's a lot of shit going on for me getting put out of school to being put out of my auntie house. A lot of shit going on in between it, right? But the one thing I'm mad about is my mom. I'm angry at her. I'm like, man, how you let a motherfucker get up on you like that? Like this is my superhero. So I'm super angry at her. So it's time for me to come go see her. So it's my granddad, it's my sister, and it's my cousin. Come on, we finna go see your mama. Who finna go see her? I don't want to see her. So I never forget this. We go. We in Jewish hospital. I don't even know how the hell my mama ain't Jewish. You're asking me. Oh, rehabilitation. That's why she was in Jewish. The rehabilitation center on Kings Highway. So we walk in. I remember this was everybody's first time seeing her. I remember, mind you, I told you only my grandmother and only my stepdad could see her. So my granddad go in first. My sister and my cousin go in. Not a hospital room. This one, for some strange reason, y'all. Maybe my mind was playing tricks on me, but this room seemed so huge. So I'm at the door. She way over there in the corner. It seemed like to me. But the person looking back at me is not my mama, not the lady that I know. This is not my superhero with this gold with the shield around it and the goddamn eye lasers and everything. This is not my superhero. Man, y'all, I'm so fucked up at this moment, y'all. I blurt out, "Who is that?" I point at my mama and say, "Who is that?" She telling me, it's gonna make me emotional, but she telling me, come give mama a hug. She got all these tubes and wires in her, y'all. She got a hair cut off completely. And anybody that know my mama, my whole family already had these long ass Jerry curls. Her was super long. All of her cut off. All these tubes in her. And she reaching out telling me to come give her a hug. I'm froze. I say, "Who is that?" She said, "Come get mama a hug." I'm froze. My granddaddy, Lord rest his soul, had to push me to my mama. My cousin, I'm looking at me weird as mother, like, nigga, this your mama. They see all they see is, I don't know what they see. I can't say what they see. But they was comfortable enough to go towards her. I wasn't. To me, she looked like RoboCop or something. Like, what is this shit? Like, why, what is all this on you? What is this to me in my eyes? Like, who are you? So my granddaddy pushing me. I get to the bed. Dude, I can't. I get to the bed and she hugging me. But I'm just standing there, froze. I'm 14. This is what I'm still a kid at heart. In my eyes, they were right to do this. I have to think rationally now because I don't think that I could handle seeing her like that. So thinking back on hindsight, being mad at everybody, I should have been more, but I was 14. Now I think about it. I should have been more rational and thought about they did that to protect me. I thought I was ready for something that I wasn't ready for. So I go. And she hugged me. I'm froze. She talking to me. Mama love you. I say nothing. Mama miss you. I say nothing. At at these moments, at that moment, now that I think about it, I was what you call emotionless. I was that had been emotion had been taken out of me. I was cold hearted. I had so many things I wanted to blurt out to her, like, how the fuck you let this happen? But instead of me, I'm 14, I'm an adolescent. I'm rebellious now. I'll give y'all part two tomorrow, but I just want to let y'all know that sometimes you gotta look from everybody's perspective. When I started opening up and looking at everybody's side of the story and everybody's point of view before I made a rational decision or a decision at all that might affect me. I had to put myself in people's shoes. I know we say that all the time, but I had to look for both sides. As bad as I want my side to be right, as much as I want to be right all the time, I was so angry. I was angry. I thought I was an adult. I thought I could handle the situation. But the beautiful thing about having a good support system and people around you, they on the outside looking in and they knew that I couldn't handle that situation and they made that decision for me. They took that out of me and I was angry for them taking it away from me, but I thank God they took it away from me because I don't think that I would even, once I'd have seen it the first time, I wouldn't want to go see it no more. So what I really told this story was it's therapeutic one, I just be rambling. But to let people to have a hindsight on a lot of shit happens. You could be angry, you could be miserable, but you can also do things to take a child's innocence away. And a child innocence and children are very, very impressionable. And some situations are out of their control. But us, we need to learn to talk to our kids. You don't gotta, you do adults, you don't have to explain your life or every situation. But it's time to start having these conversations and stop holding these grudges. Life is too short. It's a lot of people not waking up, you know? So you gotta start hugging people, love. We need a little more love, you know? And that's why I let all the grudges. That's why I don't have no hate in my heart for nobody because I might not see you again. And I don't want that last time of me being to see you is what I didn't get to say or I didn't get to do. We say we grown. What if I'm grown and you grown? We should be able to have a conversation. We hold on to so many grudges and so much pain. You can't tell me anybody that grew up in a bad situation, especially in the inner cities, don't got PSTD. We all got it. And I think that we need to stop pointing fingers and laughing at people and making fun of situations that we could be in at the blink of an eye. And start understanding. Start giving people an olive branch. Start extending yourself. And this is why I tell these stories. I tell these stories so people can see that you can outshine anything with a great support system. And I had an amazing support system. You know how that is, family, woo. But I won't give them up for the world because they protected me from a lot. They allowed me to have my innocence, and sometimes we put too much responsibility on kids and not let them be innocent. So if I can tell a story every day, and if somebody can get something out of it, then I'm cool. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share this, share my story. Understand that my pain is not everybody's pain. Everything happens for a reason, but like and subscribe. And let's see if we can come together and help one another. I'm sure it's somebody you going through something. Everything on the outside that looks good is not always good on the inside. So check on your peoples. Check on somebody you ain't heard from in a while. Mental health real, depression real, and we all got PSTD. Just living life. So y'all be safe, y'all be good. Stay consistent. I don't like to come on here. I don't like to open up. But I'm gonna stay consistent with y'all because if this helps somebody, then I done my job. Y'all be safe. Y'all be safe out there. And love one another. Show some love today.